It's me as normal. Today I'm coming to talk about again how good God is, and how when he picks you out, how he really picks you out, picks you up, spin you around. It's crazy. But it's amazing how I'm overcoming my trauma. I have like so many ideas right now of what's to come, all because of God. I just want to share. As many of you know, I was down, depressed. I've been like for years. I've been talking about all the bad things about being sexually abused and the hate. I was angry, like you could see it. I'm looking over my writing. I'm looking over what I've said in the past, what things I've posted on social media. Just angry. All my hurt. I was just feeling it, and believe me, I had to feel it in order to get to where I'm at now. So I'm actually not going to apologize for anything that I've done or said in the past, because when I said it, I meant it. I felt it. I needed to. But I just want to get to this. When my book comes out, Leaving the Masquerade, it's going to be very hard for some people to read, especially for those that know me, because they're going to associate it all with me. And I'm going to leave that open to interpretation of my book, because of course I wrote it. My frame of thinking is definitely that book. But what I do want to tell you is that God corrects our thinking. And all feelings are real. Don't take that from me. But the perspective of how you're feeling is truly based on where you're at. Mentally, physically, all of that. But God used a few people, not even the ones I expected. Not my family, not my friends I've had forever, or my best friend or my closest friend. Didn't use them. God used other people. As much as we say we don't need other people, especially when we down and out, blah, 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 we do. But we also need sometimes a solitude in order to get to that point of sulking amongst ourselves that we're in a pit and we can't get out unless there's someone else, because we're stuck. And that's something that we can't do. We cannot remain stuck. It's as if we confuse what happened to us or what we did to other people and things like that with actually who we are, because we haven't actually discovered who we are in the spiritual sense, just in the worldly sense. And we have to find some type of connection, because we are going to be here. So we are of the world, but we were born out of the spirit. And then, so we definitely need God in our life. That's no other way we can do it. But with God, we need people. And God will definitely send those people to us. They don't have to be perfect people. They could do things, some of the same things that you do or not, or do other things that you wouldn't do. But God sends you genuine people, the people that you need for you to level up and understand who you are. And when I tell you this, he don't send messy people to help you. When you with the messy people, you stay stuck because nothing changes in your mind frame. And when I speak of messy people, it's not, again, people that don't have all their stuff together, or don't have this, or don't have that, or not this. That's not it. Messy people are messy people. Messy people can be some people that you think have it all together, but they messy as hell. I know that. I've been there. They're jealous of you. They smile in your face. Then they turn things. They do all of that. And it messes up your psyche continually because you love those people. You trust those people. Some people you have to love at a distance. You don't have to hate them. Just love them at a distance. Some of them you don't need to give them no explanation. They already know why you're gone. Others you may feel as though you need to give them an explanation because maybe they don't know. But whatever reason, that's that. But through God and the people that he placed in my life in my darkest moments, my character is changing. The first thing I had to do was I had to forgive myself. Because if I didn't forgive myself, there was no way in hell that I could have forgiven anybody else. And forgiving myself was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And then I realized I would just forgive pieces of myself, but not my whole self. So it wasn't working still. But just like that, lights start flashing, start being touched by the people, God. I sometimes don't even want to share it because I talked about these type of people that talk about God. Like, I'm like, whatever. Okay. And so it's like, if I'm being judged for, I had kids, a lot of them, 6, 15, 16, 17, 2 at the age of 22 that are not twins, and then another one at 26. Didn't get married until I was 28. 4 different baby daddies. But here I am, worried about being judged because of the relationship that I have with God. So it's kind of weird. I'm here now. I'm like, to hell with it. If anybody thinks something's wrong or blah 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 because of this, I'm still okay with it because I know that God got me to this place. I've been able to forgive my grandmother, and then the thing is, I had to think about it. I forgave my grandmother for what I thought that my grandmother was supposed to have done. It's all about thinking, clarity. God gives you clarity when you start looking outside of yourself. But then the thing is, you still have to feel it in order to get there. Then with the one abuser, that was a hard one. But still today I'm here. He is definitely forgiven because I cannot move forward with all that hate and anger. I am tired of being triggered. I am tired. I am ready to live. I am ready to be able to be okay with any decision that I make from this day forward. Because sometimes you don't make the correct decision because of the guilt or the pain or the hurt or anything in you, or all this stuff festering in you. Like, I'm not going to do that because this. But at the place I'm in now, any decision that I know that I make, I know that I'm going to be good. It's the right decision. And I question God. I talk to God every morning. I talk to him. I question him. I listen. I look for signals, signs, anything. Hey. And then they're not of me. That's what I'm not. It's not just of me. Hopefully soon I'm going to have something out there, and I want it to be for all trauma, not just child sexual abuse. I'm going to be speaking on a lot of things, and it's going to be things that people don't don't really necessarily want to talk about, but they're going through. So I'm going to talk about it from my perspective for them. And hopefully I can get other people to chime in to assist me with what I'm going. What I'm trying to do is, I used to have a blog called TotalSoulChatter.com. I'm looking to do something, and I'm going to keep the name of Total Soul Chatter. I'm going to start talking about marriage, domestic violence, child sexual abuse, molestation. I'm going to talk about relationships, basically anything that can have trauma in it. I'm going to try to touch on it from my perspective. And definitely going to consult with the Lord before anything that I do. But this is just heavy on me right now. And I just hope that anybody out there that's going through anything, just know you're not alone. And sometimes you have to be alone with the Lord. You have to be alone from people, your best friend, your mama, your daddies, anything, your husbands, your wives. You just have to be alone because it's yours, that you have to get to, just you and the Lord to get through it and get to it. And then everything else will start working. Those people that you need will start showing up and showing out for you. And just know that after some of your greatest victories, you become vulnerable. More vulnerable than you were before the victory. So right now, I'm not going to allow myself to be too vulnerable because of it. Because I've been warned that when vulnerability, too much of it is not good. So I will be transparent, but I won't be vulnerable. God is good all the time. Everybody out there have a blessed day today.